Hello everybody, this is Ken Faulkner. Got another knife video, filler knife video waiting for that order I keep talking about. If you're watching this out of order in the future, you don't know what I'm talking about. But probably everybody's experienced it where they got a knife that's on order and you're just waiting for it to come in and you're watching tracking and everything. It just doesn't seem to be working out for you. Well, it's Sunday today and there is no mail. So the USPS is going to have to wait for tomorrow, even though it told me that that knife was coming on Friday. So, I got to kind of let it roll off my back. Don't stress. Do another knife video from Artisan Cutlery, Cazador. I think this is one that, because I had never heard of it before I got the opportunity to buy it on the secondary. I bought this one from Stella, from Stella's Knife Obsession. So check her channel out. And I do like it. It's not really my normal thing. If you know that this is a little bit small maybe for me. It's got a good length to it, but the handle, it doesn't feel too bad though. It's got one of those tapered handles. And I'm not going to do heavy stuff with this, but it still feels pretty good. I guess maybe it's got enough thickness here to make it fit well. It's got a titanium clip that's got the anodize. I don't know if Stella did that or not. Also on the pivot collar, because I really never saw this knife before. She was offering it up for sale. And I know she does a lot of really cool anodize. So maybe this was from her. I'm not sure, but it really looks cool. It's that blurple. That combination of blue and purple. And depending on how you look at it in the light, you get the blue or the purple, which is very, very cool. It's a good look. I like that it's just little highlights. It's not like overdone. It's not overly colorful. Yeah, this is Artisan Cutlery. It's an AR RPM 9 steel, which is a good steel. I mean, it's budget steel. This one's coming in about $86 from the price that I saw it at when I put it on my spreadsheet. And so I don't know. Sales could always change that. Availability, I don't know. I didn't check before doing the video. Just want you guys to check it out. Hopefully it's available if you're interested. It's got this nice micarta that you can see is getting that change from the oils on your hands, and that's usually a good sign of micarta. When I've noticed that before on knives that have that good texture that you can really feel it, it's not flat. That's the one that really soaks in that oil, and you get different colors across it from holding on to the knife. So over time, it's almost like a patina sort of thing. It's a cool. I like the cutting ability of this. It's definitely not something you're going to pry with, because that's really a fine tip. Not a lot of reinforcement on that. Not a super tall blade, but thin enough that it's going to slice pretty well. It's got a nice swedge on the top. We don't have a reversible clip, but the clip works really well. It's titanium, obviously, or you wouldn't be able to get that cool anodize on it. And the backspacer also has that, and it does have a space for a lanyard if you so desire. I'm not going to judge. I know some people don't like to have anything to do with it. I do have a couple knives that you've probably seen on my channel if you watch regularly, that from time to time I will carry a knife with a lanyard on it. So it's nice to have that option. So it being small is maybe not my normal thing, but it feels really good. It's got great action. It's not going to drop shut. The blade's kind of light for that, but it doesn't really bother me. But the action's good. It's got kind of a crazy pivot on it, and it kind of makes it unique, which I think it's cool. I like it, like a big old eyeball. But that blade shape is really good for utility cuts. So if you're opening packages, it's going to be excellent. If you're wanting to cut that, just cut something and you want to stay in the cut, that Warncliffe edge is really good for that, I found. It's a flipper only, so that's the only real option. I never have really tried to. It almost wants to. I'm not the best at that side flip. Oh, yeah, I got it. So, I mean, even with ones that are really easy at it, every once in a while I'll fail with it. But this one is not super easy. Usually I need to have like some kind of coating or something with a little more traction on it. Whereas this is kind of that satin sort of thing. It's got this weird, I don't know where it came from. If it can, I don't know if you pick it up. But it's almost like this little lightning bolt thing. There it is. You kind of see it. Kind of like a little lightning bolt. Really light in there. I hardly ever notice it, but every once in a while you catch it in the light. It's got, I don't know, that was there when I got it, but it doesn't bother me. It's kind of cool though. It's kind of an interesting little thing. So anyway, this is the Cazador from Artisan Cutlery. And not my normal thing, but I just kind of like some of the unique aspects of it. And I think it's a pretty cool knife, so I thought I'd show it to you while I'm waiting for that other knife to come in. The worst part about it is I was going through YouTube earlier today, and somebody else had that knife that I'm waiting for, and I'm pretty sure they just got it because there was this whole thing with them being late. They said, oh, it's going to be available one date, and it was going to be late, and all this stuff, and so the company, and I'm not going to reveal anything yet, but you'll probably know when I get the video out if you continue watching to the next one. Assuming it's the next one, I really don't know. Anyway, the company actually texted a little group text to us saying, hey, we said on the website it was going to be available on this date to, and we all pre-ordered it. So they're not going to be able to ship it out right away. So they were very cool about it, and I really appreciate them doing that. It was a customs thing because it's a Chinese knife. I think it's Chinese. And so it's a customs thing, and, these companies don't really have control over that. And so it's frustrating. And then there's the USPS. Like I said, my tracking came in. It said it's going to come last Friday. Last Friday came and went. Never even went to delivery. You get that out for delivery and it's coming. Then Saturday comes early in the morning, out for delivery, waiting all day long. It says by 4:30. Then it adjusts to by 8 p.m. And then it adjusts to 9 p.m. And I'm going, who's delivering UPS at 9 p.m. at night? I don't know. But anyhow, I think they just kind of like drag you along. And then all of a sudden, next morning, I'm getting this alert. You're not going to get your knife, or your package, until the next business day. But that was Saturday, so that means Monday. So we'll see. I'm trying to stay cool, trying to stay calm. The one other thing about this knife I thought I might as well mention before we go on this one, let this one go, is there's not great access. It actually, you can see it here, but I think it's just the way it's got that chamfer on there. Your finger kind of tends to slide off of it. It doesn't really have a good grip onto it. I could do it okay, but it's just something to let you know if that's something that bothers you. Might as well throw a nitpick in and then we'll just call it good. Fun knife. I love the shape of it. That arc over the top. Great blade. Nice and sharp. Works really well. And it's the Cazador by Artisan Cutlery. So I will see you, and hopefully with that new knife on the next one.